Chess world is in huge danger. We got another absolutely insane chess talent, Faustino Oro. Recently made all the news. He became the second youngest player to get the gem norm. He played in the event called Legends versus Prodigies. They had a lot of gem veterans and they had young prodigies, and he managed to win, and he won convincingly with performance. To not lie to you, it's 27-59. Oh my god, this kid is not even 12 yet, and he's performing as 2700 rated player. He's going to participate in the upcoming World Cup in India, and it's gonna be absolutely fun to watch. But let's analyze how he got his GM norm. So let's take a look at the game played in the round number 2. He was playing against Grandmaster David Larino, and in the following position, David has some counterplay. I mean, David has bishop and rook, two pass pawns which are moving towards e1 square, and here the only move, not the only move which would have held a draw, but bishop c2, b5, or bishop e2 would have maintained an equality. But David plays, quiet, logical f3. He wants to push pawn to e3, push to e2 and promote one of his pawns, but h5. Faustino got the only pass pawn on the board, h5. And now David goes for bishop sacrifice, but unfortunately rook e3. And now rook f1, rook h3. The point is, if e1, they take on f3, and it's a winning rook endgame, and that's exactly what happened. a3, king g5, king h4, h6, king h5, rook h3, and pawn simply promoted, and Faustino ended up winning this chess game. Then, I can't say it was lucky, but you have to earn this luck in this tournaments. Like, you're playing against very, very strong chess players, and it just usually you gotta earn this freaking win. It's so hard to play against these guys. And then he played against young prodigy from China, Lu Miaoyi. She's a very talented young girl, and she's the future of Chinese chess. Here, she could have gained an absolutely insane advantage after bishop e3, and I'm not sure what was going through her head, because bishop e3 looks very logical, and the pawn on f7 is attacked. e5 is coming, knight f7 is coming, just a lot of attacks, and this position is almost lost for Faustino, but she makes a slight mistake. She still has some advantage, but from now on, it goes down, down, down. c6, rook e1, d5, e5, knight goes to h7, now knight f7. But knight f7, even though it looks extremely strong, it turns out to be a huge blunder, because after queen h4, queen is now activated, and black are getting an insane play. Bishop g3, bishop c5 check, bishop f2, rook goes to f8. Slight mistake, computer thinks bishop h3 was just winning immediately. Rook f8, bishop c5, knight g5. Faustino goes all in for counterattack. Queen g2, and this is the final blunder. Knight h3, king h1. So what white should have played on the board is to play knight g5 and sacrifice the queen, and this would have been some sort of draw. Queen h3 or bishop h3, probably bishop h3 and then rook f2, and this is apparently a drawn situation. Rook f3, queen f1, and I don't think Faustino would have won this game. He has to play something like queen f4, or let's say knight f4. Actually, yes, there are still some chances, but they're not as huge. But after queen g2, which seems not logical, but queen g2, yeah, seems a bit weird. You allow to take on h3 with check. Rook f7, bishop b3, knight f2, and now knights are coming. Knight h3 check, knight f2, bishop h3, and after bishop f1, white admitted their loss. Now we get to game number 4, played in round number 4. Faustino plays with white pieces against international master Diego Macias. And Faustino plays knight g4. His idea is that after knight g4, he can play queen h7 and... Actually, not queen h7. Actually, just sacrifice and then go queen h7, king f6, and queen h8. And that's gonna be ending in a checkmate. King h5, queen g4 is a checkmate. So he cannot play knight g4, and instead he goes for queen c7, bishop e5, and now queen b6, queen f3 check, king g8, and knight h6. Faustino crushes black pieces. I mean, he's insane. He also became the youngest chess player ever to cross 2500. The guy is not even 20. Nice. That's insane. I actually played against Faustino. I think I have. I don't want to lie to you. Let me check the score against him. I am at you don't see the score, but for Faustino, if I put this way, look how many games I won. So one, then I won, so I made a draw, and then there's another win. But he has a score of 18.5 to 2.5 against me. I mean, that's why this kid is the youngest Grandmaster. He will, maybe not, but he is the youngest 2500 player ever on planet Earth. Knight h6, she takes h6, queen g3, king f8, bishop d6, knight e7, bishop e7, and here black admitted their loss because after king e7, which is the only move, there is queen e3, and black have nothing but to basically play queen d6 or queen c5, and checkmate is coming on the next move. And then I want to show you a game from round number 6, when Faustino played against Alan Pichot. Again, a very strong chess player. And everything was going good. I mean, Alan maintained quality for 29 moves. And here he finally made a mistake, rook a2. And that was the mistake that cost him a game. Because here I want you to, I mean, some of you might have seen the move that Faustino made here, but I want you to pause the video and try to solve the problem. So here, white can go rook b1. And the point is, if queen b1, queen a8, white used the last rank weakness. Queen goes to a8, and now queen d6. Rook b8 has been threatened. Rook c2, bishop c5, once again rook b8, h5, rook b8, bishop c8, queen c7. And now there is no way to stop white from capturing this bishop. Queen c8, king h7, queen f5, king h6, bishop e7, and Faustino won the game. And as you may see, his current live rating is 2509. He gained 32.6 rating points, and you know, it's just a matter of time when he becomes a gem. He needs 2 more gem norms. He has, I believe he has about 6, 7, 8 months to get this gem norm, because look, he's 2500. All he needs to become a gem is 2 additional norms. And he just gotta play well. I'm not sure if he can do it in the World Cup, because I'm not sure how it works there. Let's say he goes through 1, 2, 3, 4. It looks like he needs to go at least through 5 rounds to get this gem norm. I'm not sure that's gonna be possible in the World Cup, because look, I mean, somebody will knock him out. Not in the early stages. I think he might go through like 1 stage at max, but you never know. You can expect anything from these kids today, so it's gonna be interesting to, you know, to look at his games during the World Cup. But yeah, he's definitely coming for this gem title, and you know, we see something incredible. Like, Magnus wasn't that good at that age, and this guy is just on a different level. And with the information that kids have these days, we might be seeing a player which we never saw before. I mean, he might be, you know, coming for Magnus, for Magnus's titles. I mean, that's gonna be huge. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know, you know, anything you might have regarding Faustino. If you think he will going to be better than Magnus, because, you know, in my opinion, kids these days might get on a completely different level, and just another level which we have never seen before. And they will be destroying old veterans like, you know, like Hikaru, FIDE, Magnus pretty soon. Hope you enjoyed this one. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.